sunny morning, when the sun was shining super bright like a giant yellow lollipop in the sky, lived two sweet kids named Amina and Zaid. Amina was a little older, and she loved to think and learn new things. She had a pretty pink hijab on her head, like a soft flower petal. And guess what? She carried a little notebook, a special book where she liked to write down all the interesting things she saw. Imagine that. A little writer on an adventure. Her younger brother, Zaid, oh boy, he was like a little bouncy ball full of happy energy. He loved to run and jump and explore everything around him. When they walked together, Amina would walk nicely, and Zaid would bounce beside her. On sunny morning, just like this one, Amina and Zaid got to go on a very special trip. They were going to visit their grandparents. Their grandparents lived far away from the city, in a place called the countryside. The countryside is a beautiful place with lots of green grass, tall trees that tickle the clouds, and fresh, clean air that smells like sweet flowers. Yay! We're going to see Nana and Nano. Zaid shouted, bouncing even higher. Nana and Jido are what they called their grandma and grandpa. Yes, eating big and round like yummy candies. Yes, Zaid, Amina said, holding her little notebook carefully. And Nana and Jido live on a farm. Let's see what yummy fruit goes. You know, the super sweet yellow ones.
Maybe bananas, he added, thinking of the long, bendy yellow fruits that are so soft and yummy. I love peeling bananas. So, hand in hand, the two happy siblings walked along a little path that led to the village farm. The sun was warm on their faces, and they could hear the chirping of happy birds singing sweet songs in the trees. The air smelled like sunshine and blooming flowers, and as they got closer to the farm, they saw someone busy watering the plants. It was an old man, and he had a big, round straw hat on his head to keep the sun away. He looked very kind, and he had a warm, happy smile on his face. Amina and Zaid walked up to him, being very polite, just like their parents taught them. Assalamu alaikum, uncle, Amina said in her sweet voice. This is a lovely way to say hello and wish someone peace. Wa alaikum salam, my dear children, the farmer replied, his smile getting even brighter, like the sun had decided to shine just on him. Welcome to my farm. It makes my old heart happy to see young faces here. We're visiting from the big city, Zaid said, puffing out his little chest proudly. And we really want to learn all about your plants. What yummy things do you grow? The farmer chuckled, a warm, rumbling sound like a happy bumblebee. Well then, my curious little friends, he said, his eyes twinkling like tiny stars, I have a very special tree to show you. A tree with a surprise. He gently took their hands and led them away from the rows of green leafy vegetables and past the tall banana trees with their big, floppy leaves. They walked to a quiet little corner behind the banana grove, and there it was. A short but strong tree stood there, its branches reaching out like welcoming arms. But it wasn't the shape of the tree that was surprising. It was the fruit hanging from its branches. These fruits were round and plump, and they had amazing stripes. Some purple, some yellow, all glowing softly under the warm sunlight. Like little jewels hanging on the tree. Whoa, Zaid gasped, his mouth wide open in surprise. What in the world is that? He had never seen anything like it before. This, the farmer said, his voice full of pride, like he was showing them a treasure, is called Kumbang Asam. Kumbang Asam. Amina repeated slowly, carefully writing the strange new name in her little notebook. Her pencil moved gently across the page, making little scratching sounds. What does that funny name mean, Uncle? The farmer smiled, a knowing smile that told them there was a little story behind the name. In our village, he explained, his voice soft and kind, it means sour beetle fruit. But don't you worry, my dears. It's not really a beetle, not a creepy crawly one at all. It's named that because of the pretty stripes on the fruit. See how they look a little bit like the back of some beetles? Amina looked closely at the stripes. She could see what the farmer meant. The purple and yellow line.
The purple and yellow lines did look a little like the patterns on some shiny beetles she had seen in her garden back in the city. It's a very rare fruit, the farmer continued, and it's also very, very healthy for you. Zaid's eyes got even wider. Can we try it, Uncle? Please, please, please. He was so curious about this strange and beautiful fruit. The farmer nodded kindly. He reached up and gently picked 2 ripe fruits from the tree. They felt smooth and cool in his hand. He handed one to Amina and one to Zaid. Go ahead, my little adventurers, the farmer said with a twinkle in his eye. But remember to take small bites first. It has a very special taste. It's both sweet and sour. Amina and Zaid looked at each other, their faces full of excitement and a little bit of nervousness.
Little bit of nervousness. What would it taste like? Sweet? Sour? Both at the same time? Carefully, Amina took a tiny bite of the kumbang asam. Her eyes widened in surprise. Then, a big smile spread across her face.
A big smile spread across her face. Wow, she exclaimed. It's like lemon candy, but not too sour, and also a little bit sweet.
But not too sour, and also a little bit sweet. Zaid, always eager, took a bigger bite. His face did a funny little scrunch at first, and then he started to giggle. It's like a rainbow in my mouth, he said happily. First it's a little bit tangy, and then it's sweet. It's so yummy and surprising. It's so yummy and surprising. The farmer laughed, a big, hearty laugh that made his straw hat wobble a little. Yes, my dears, it's a very special fruit indeed. And it's not just tasty, it's also full of goodness for your bodies. Tell us more, Uncle. Amina said, her pencil ready to write down everything. She sat down on a nearby wooden bench, her notebook open on her lap. Zaid sat down beside her, still munching happily on his kumbang asam. Well, the farmer began, his voice becoming more serious but still kind. Kumbang asam is packed with something called vitamin C. This vitamin C is like a superhero for your body. It helps protect you from getting colds and sniffles, and it helps your body heal faster if you get a little boo-boo. Like a fruit doctor, Zaid asked, his eyes shining with understanding. Exactly, the farmer chuckled. It's like a little doctor that grows right here on this tree. It also has something called fiber. Fiber is like a little broom for your tummy. It helps keep your tummy happy and makes sure your food digests nicely, so you don't get any tummy aches. Amina wrote quickly in her notebook. Her brow furrowed in concentration as she made sure to get all the important words down. Anything else, Uncle? She asked, looking up with her bright eyes. Oh yes, there's more,